And now for today's starting lineups. For Skidmore, a 5'8" senior from St. Louis, Missouri, number 4, Jordan Morris. For RPI, a 5'6" junior from San Diego, California, number 11, Courtney Reynolds. For Skidmore, a 6' junior from Peru, number 21, Angela Bolton. For RPI, a 5'9" freshman from Colchester, Vermont, number 22, Jackie Sawyer. For Skidmore, a 5'8" junior from Cohasset, Massachusetts, number 22, Lindsay Davis. For RPI, a 5'9" junior from Middletown, New York, number 23, Amanda Lynch. For Skidmore, a 5'10" sophomore from Newton, Massachusetts, number 23, Ella Sherrill. For RPI, a 5'5" senior from Schenectady, New York, number 24, Natalie Wisnowski. For Skidmore, a 5'5" junior from Westwood, Massachusetts, number 32, Molly Wallace. For RPI, a 6' sophomore from Westchester, New Hampshire, number 32, Ashley Clark. Skidmore College is coached by Jordan Butler, assistant coach Lisa Shaw. RPI is coached by John Green, assistant coach Jen Winning. The officials for today's contest are John Cook, Charlie Crucio, and Michael.
I'm Yancey Roy here on RPI TV. Today's afternoon leadoff game in this doubleheader, the Skidmore women versus the RPI women here. A Liberty League contest, pitting two teams that have struggled through most of the year, still fighting to make it into the top 4 of the conference standings. If you're not familiar with the Liberty League, only the top 4 teams at the end of the year get to make it to the conference tournament. So today's matchup is Skidmore, which is 7-11 overall, 2-7 in the Liberty League, and the RPI Engineers 5-13 overall, 3-6 in the league play. We get ready for the center jump. It's going to be 21 Angela Botiba for the Thoroughbreds and 42 in red Ashley Clough for the Engineers as we get underway here at East Campus Arena in Troy. And Skidmore controls the opening tap. That's Jordan Watts. She's the leading scorer on this Skidmore team. She'll get the ball a lot, as will Botiba, who is posted down low on the left block, trying to get position. Left corner, that's Sherrill for a 3, and it's good. Ella Sherrill with a 3-pointer to open the game, and Skidmore is up 3-0, just 20 seconds into the opener here of a doubleheader. RPI men and women playing Skidmore this afternoon. Traveling call on Lynch down on the baseline, and it'll come the other way. Handling the ball right there is 22 Molly McLaughlin, or rather 32 Molly McLaughlin. Point guard for Skidmore, leads them in assists, generally directs the attack from out on top of the key. Now right wing, that's Warts, Jordan Warts. No room to go there. RPI early on really collapsing on her, not trying to give her much room. Left side, that's Sherrill. That's back McLaughlin in the corner. Warts rather with room to drive. Bank shot is in, and Skidmore is out to a 5-0 lead. 58 seconds into the first half. Now RPI on the attack, number 22, that's Jackie Sorter. Top of the key, number 11, Courtney Reynolds. Down low to Clough, bank shot is in, and that's what the Engineers are going to try to do all afternoon. And you see Darren Bennett, the Skidmore coach, immediately calling a timeout because they left Ashley Clough wide open for the first RPI bucket. It's 5-2, 18 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the first half. Throw out a few statistics at you to kind of back up what we were talking about at the beginning of the game. Ashley Clough, the center for the Engineers, stands 6 feet tall. She's a sophomore out of New Hampshire. West Chesterfield, New Hampshire. She is leading the ball club in points at 16.2 a game. She's also leading the club with rebounds at 7.1 per game. And get this, she also leads them in 3-point field goal percentage with 33%. She will be basically a 1-2 attack with Amanda Lynch, number 23 for the Engineers. Lynch comes in averaging 13.6 per game. Also 6.9 boards. She leads the club in assists and steals. 5-2 Skidmore, just underway. A minute and a half just gone here in the first half. That's McLaughlin. Ball tipped away by Courtney Reynolds. Skidmore will retain the ball. 18 on the shot clock. 5-2 Skidmore. Again, we're just a minute and a half gone here in the first half here at East Campus Arena in Troy. RPI playing a zone defense. There's a long three that's an air ball. Lynch gets the rebound. Lindsay Davis took that three for the Thoroughbreds. Now, right side, that's Lynch. Courtney Reynolds looking to set up the offense. It's Clough way out high, out on the wing. Kelly Piotrowski, and the ball is lost. Skidmore will take it back the other way. 5-2 Thoroughbreds. 18:04 to go in the first half. There's Warts, right side, McLaughlin. Cross-court pass to Sherrill. Rather, Davis back out to McLaughlin. Still 10 on the shot clock. Plenty of time, but RPI is really scrambling on defense, not allowing an open look. Corner, that's going to be McLaughlin who's going to take it as the shot clock winds down, and it comes up short. RPI looking to run the other way. Here comes Courtney Reynolds, now holding it up. It's Piotrowski. Amanda Lynch now on the left wing. Here's Clough. She can shoot that three, and she makes it. And we're all tied at 5. Amanda Clough with the first, Ashley Clough with the first 5 points for the Engineers. 5-5 with 17 minutes to go. And there's a three-pointer coming right back for the Thoroughbreds. Lindsay Davis shot an air ball in her last attempt. Obviously making the correction there. She gives the Thoroughbreds an 8-5 lead. 16:58 to go in the half. There's a long three for Courtney Reynolds, and she hits it. Now both teams warming up a bit. It's 8-8. Engineers and Thoroughbreds. Courtney Reynolds last night had 14 points in RPI's win over Union. That's Sherrill from the top of the key. Warts is going to get called for reaching over the back of Jackie Sorter. And we have a substitution in for the Thoroughbreds, number 24, Amber Holgate, into the ballgame, replacing 22, Lindsay Davis. 8-8. Engineers and Skidmore, 16:37 to go here in the first half in Troy. Courtney Reynolds will bring it up to set up the offense. Right side, that's Piotrowski. Clough's down low trying to establish position, but couldn't really get open. There's a three that just comes up well short by Reynolds, out of bounds, Skidmore ball.
Way to fight it off, Courtney.
Again, on offense, you will see RPI going with their two primary scorers, Clough and Lynch. Lynch hasn't really gotten into the flow of the offense just yet, just 4 minutes into the ball game. Here's left side, Sherrill, cross-court pass, McLaughlin. She's going to size up a three, and it's going to come up long. Sherrill's going to get the rebound, though, and Skidmore takes it back out with a fresh shot clock. 16 minutes to play in the first half, 8-8. Skidmore and RPI. Warts will take a three, her first three, and that's long. Rebound Botiba, and back up and in, and Angela Botiba, who, by the way, is averaging more than 10 rebounds a game, 10.4. That's good for third in the league. She is the inside presence there for Skidmore. She is a 6-foot junior out of Cameroon. Angela Botiba, 21. She's out on defense on Clough. There's Lynch from a 17-footer, and that's way off. And it'll be Skidmore ball coming back the other way. Again, 21, Angela Botiba, and 4, Jordan Warts. Two primary scorers here for Skidmore. The two people that RPI will have to clamp down this afternoon. 10-8 Skidmore, heading toward the 15-minute mark. There's Botiba, reverse layup. Nice move on the baseline by Angela Botiba. Skidmore out to a 12-8 lead. Courtney Reynolds trying to set up the offense, looking down low. Sorter now inside to Lynch, driving with that left-handed dribble, puts it up. No good. There was contact, no whistle. Lynch was a little bit off balance when she put up that shot. Top of the key, Warts. There's McLaughlin. 13 on the shot clock. That's Sherelle. McLaughlin from the right wing. She was 0 for 2 before that attempt and hits that one. And it's 15-8 Skidmore, Thoroughbreds' biggest lead of the ball game. Top of the key, that's Petrowski. Looking to drive on Warts. Underhand scoop to Lynch. A little bit of traffic, not the best of passes, and Skidmore's going to take it down the other way. Jordan Warts looking to run. She penetrates in for the layup, and it won't get the roll. Amanda Lynch with the rebound for the Engineers. 15-8 Skidmore. 13:55 to go here in the first half. Down low, that's Sorter. I think we got a foul before the shot. That's going to be a foul called on number 24, Amber Holgate. But it was before the shot, so RPI will have the ball behind the back line. Again, Skidmore 15, RPI 8, 13:50 to go here in the first half. New point guard out there for RPI, that's Ziznia Osipa. Down low to Lynch, struggling to get open. Tough defense there by Sherelle. Lynch can't hit it. Skidmore coming down now the other way. It's a nice steal in the corner by Petrowski. Or rather, excuse me, Sorter. Amanda Lynch coming back up. Here's Ashley Clough, top of the key, and that one's off. RPI gone a little cold here now. They had tied it at 8. Skidmore now on a 7-0 run. And Sherelle gets caught for a called for a traveling call, excuse me. 15-8 Skidmore. 12:59 to go here in the first half. Let's go, Red! Ashley Clough looking to get the ball cross court. There's a long three that is good by Michelle Reed. RPI's first points in 4 minutes. Engineers cut it to 15-11 Skidmore. 12:33 to go here in the first half. Jordan Warts. Now that's Sherelle being hounded by Osipa, and there's a steal. RPI looking to run, but now Mike will hold it up. Down low, Osipa in traffic, reverse layup goes. Osipa with the reverse layup cuts the lead to 2. 15-13 here, closing in on the 12-minute mark in the first half. $11:55 here to go in the first half. Skidmore 17, RPI 13. Having a little bit of trouble. Let me call up the stats so far for the game. Not really functioning just yet. We hope to get you some of those later. That rebound is pulled down by Warts. Skidmore coming back the other way with a 4-point lead, 17-13. Looking to run, pulls up 15-footer and just can't get the roll. RPI the other way. That's Amanda Lynch looking to drive one-on-one. Now bounce pass off to Sorter. Nice feed from Lynch to Sorter. Cuts it to 17-15. Skidmore here with 11:15 to go in the half. Cross-court pass to Sherelle. Warts up at the top of the key. Zone defense here for the Engineers. Looking to really choke off presence in the middle. Botiba has been lifted, and now in its center, Migle Villunete. That's an air ball. Villunete gets the rebound along the left baseline, trying to drive, tries to put up a reverse layup, but gets called for the travel. Another substitution in here for the Engineers. Sherelle is out. And Amber Holgate, 24, back in. 17-15 Skidmore, 10:40 to go in the half. There's a long three that's in and out by Reed. inside rebound. Osipka can't get it to fall. She's fighting for the rebound with Villanede, and it's a jump ball, and it'll be engineer ball. Nice hustle there by Osipka. 17-15 Skidmore, 10:31 to go here in the first half. Botiba back in. Villanede takes a rest. Inbound to Clough. She hit her first 2 shots. Been quiet since. Here's Lynch, and she gets called for the travel. 1 step too many while trying to go around Amber Holgate. 17-15 Skidmore, 10:26 to go here in the first half. Pause in action here while we're getting the clock set. The shot clock was off. One of the refs down by the scorer's table. 26 on the shot clock. Here we go. 10:21 to go in the half. Skidmore up 17-15. Right side, that's Botiba. Warts. Left corner, that's McLaughlin. And she hits. She missed her first 2 threes badly. Now she's hit a couple. And she gives Skidmore a 20-15 lead. 10 minutes to go here in the first half. East Campus Arena here in Troy. Down low, Lynch struggling to get possession, and the takeaway by McLaughlin, but she double dribbled. Amanda Lynch has been trying to get position inside all afternoon, and Skidmore really collapsing on her, not really allowing her to catch the ball where she wants it. Every time she tries to drive, there's a defender right on her. They've really shut her down so far the first 10 minutes of this ballgame. We have a foul call there, number 4, Jordan Warts, and heading to the line for the first free throws of the afternoon for the Engineers, Ziznia Osipka. 20-15 Skidmore, 9:46 to go in the first half. Second one is up and in, 20-16. This is the second game of the year between these two clubs. 2 weeks ago in Saratoga Springs, Skidmore pulled out a 60-51 victory. At the time, it was Thoroughbreds' first victory in league play. They picked up their second last night over Bard. It's Sherrill in the left corner. Warts now back to Sherrill. Looks at a 3. Now will take it. Misses badly. Amanda Lynch with the rebound. RPI going the other way. 20-16 Skidmore. 9:19 to go here in the first half. It's Ashley Clough. It's Osipka trying to drive with the left-handed dribble. She gets it to go and one. Nice play off the bench here this afternoon by Osipka, showing a lot of hustle. She's picked up a couple of rebounds inside and some traffic. A nice drive to the hoop there. Got the bucket, made it 20-18. With this free throw, she can make it a 1-point game. In and out. Botiba the rebound. 20-18 Skidmore, coming in on the 9-minute mark here in the first half. That's McLaughlin trying to lift the ball inside. There's Holgate, a long 3. She knew it was off immediately because as soon as she released it, she crashed the boards to try to get the rebound. Amber Lynch now back out to Osipka. Looking down low to Lynch, puts it up right-handed. Again in traffic, had 2 people on her. And it's 20-18, the ball comes down the other way. Sherrill down on the left block, that's Botiba. Again, the right-handed reverse layup misses, no good. Kept alive by Sherrill. Now Botiba misses again, fights for it with Clough. And we're gonna get a jump ball. Botiba hitting the ground, wincing a bit as looks as though she fell hard on her knee. Jump ball arrow favors Skidmore, so the ball will stay on this side. 20-18 Thoroughbreds lead with 8:24 to go here in the first half. That's McLaughlin, the point guard for the Thoroughbreds, out top. Looking to drive. Off to Botiba. She likes that baseline move, but she can't get that one to fall. Shot clock still running as the Botiba shot didn't draw any iron at all. Shot clock now down to 14. As McLaughlin looks to reestablish up way out in front of the basket. Down low, Botiba. Nice feed from McLaughlin to set that up. That penetration forced the defenders to collapse, leaving Botiba wide open. The easy bucket makes it 22-18. And there's a long three that comes up a little bit short for Petrowski. McLaughlin will bring it back down for the Thoroughbreds. 22-18 Skidmore. 7:40 to go here in the first half. Thoroughbreds had led all the way. There's a tie at 5-5 and at 8-8. It's a long three by Holgate, no good, but ball kind of went to the no man's land in the corner, and Sherrill chased it down. A fresh shot clock here for Skidmore. Cross-court pass to Holgate. She tries to drive, tipped it away. Nice defense there by Courtney Reynolds. And we're going to have a jump ball. This time the arrow will favor RPI. 22-18, Skidmore, 7:14 to go in the first half. As we were saying, we were tied at 5 and then again at 8. And then Skidmore went on a 7-0 run. And the Thoroughbreds have pretty much nursed the lead since then. Right now they hold a 4-point advantage, 22-18. Down on the right baseline, it's Kristen Van Gils. Now inside, nice feed there to Lauren Young. With the bank shot, cuts it to 22-20. Now 6:50 to go in the first half. Sherrill gets it tipped away by Reynolds, and now we're going to get called for a foul. I don't know if that's going to be Reynolds or Petrowski for the reach-in. It is going to be Reynolds. That's just the first team foul for the Engineers here in the first half. 6:46 to go. Skidmore with a 2-point lead. Amber Holgate with the jumper. She had her foot on the line, so it won't be a 3-pointer. It'll be a 2. Skidmore now leading 24-20. It's Lauren Young down to Van Gilst. Left side, Reynolds looking to penetrate. Tight defense by Skidmore. Not allowing the Engineers to really get in the paint. Lauren Young, the ball is tipped away. She thought she was fouled. Sherrill comes up with it. The steal, and now down the other way, that's Jordan Warts. Down low to Botiba. It's Botiba on the baseline. Amber Holgate. McLaughlin with an open three, and she's got it. And if you missed the start, she missed her first 2 threes badly, but she has found the range now. She's hit 3 here in the first half and gives Skidmore a 27-20 lead. 5:50 to go. It's a long three by Reynolds, in and out. Botiba with the rebound. And Skidmore will try to stretch its lead. 5:34 to go here in the first half. Skidmore 27, RPI 20. Down low, that's Botiba. Cross-court pass to Holgate. This time she looks at the 3-point line before firing it. And it comes up empty. And after the shot, it's going to be a foul after the shot on Courtney Reynolds. Trying to block out Amber Holgate. She gets called for an elbow. Second foul of the half for the Engineers. 27-20. Skidmore on top. That's McLaughlin. Warts is going to try a long three. She hasn't found the range out there just yet. There's a double dribble call on Courtney Reynolds. Nice defense by Warts that more or less forced that double dribble. Amanda Lynch is going to be back in the ball game. Lynch has been quiet offensively so far as she comes in the Engineers' second leading scorer, 13.6 per game. Right side, that's Warts. RPI been in a zone all afternoon. Skidmore content to try to work it around that perimeter of the zone and look for Botiba on the baseline. That's Holgate. And it's off to the right, and here comes the Engineers. It's Petrowski now is going to hold it up. Ashley Clough still looking to get it down to Lynch down low. Wasn't really free, and Clough just skied that pass, threw it away. 27-20, down low. Botiba misses it inside, and this time she makes it, and a chance for a three-point play. Foul's going to be called on Lynch. Chance for a three for Angela Botiba. It's 29-20 Skidmore. Chance to give them that is their biggest lead of the afternoon, and now a chance to extend it, make it double digits for the first time. And now we're going to have a timeout here. 29-20 Skidmore, 4:21 to go in the first half. Again, you're enjoying this game on RPI TV. And if you want to view this later, keep in mind the games are archived on the website, wrpitv.org. rpitv.org. Make that. I'd like to give you some of the first half stats, but we're having a few issues with the stats program here that normally gives us running stats, so we can't really get into that. So hopefully we'll have a breakdown by halftime. Right now it's 29-20 Skidmore. Closing in on the 4-minute mark in the first half. The Thoroughbreds have led it the entire way. They scored the first 5 points of the game. RPI tied it at 5 and then again at 8. Skidmore ran off 7 straight to go up 15-8, and it's just kind of volleyed back and forth since then. This right now, 29-20, 9 points is the Thoroughbreds' biggest lead of the afternoon. There's a three that comes up a little bit short by Young. Engineers haven't really found the range outside, and they haven't been able to get the ball inside to either Lynch or Clough. From the inside, that's Botiba with the bucket. 32-20. Skidmore with a 12-point advantage. And again, a three-pointer comes up short. Amanda Lynch got a hand on the ball to knock it away inside, but it goes out of bounds. It'll be Skidmore ball. 32-20. Thoroughbreds just lengthening the lead. They're on a 10-0 run right now. This RPI has really gone cold on the offensive side. There's McLaughlin, another three. That's her 4th three of the afternoon, and it's now 35-20. Skidmore. Lauren Young off to Sorter, trying to get inside. A lot of traffic. The ball stolen by McLaughlin. Looking sort of 1-on-4 break. She decides to back it back out. Number 10, that's Megan Flanagan in for the first time. Ball tipped away, thrown away rather, RPI ball. Ashley Clough, 42, is back in. As is Ziznia Osipa, 21. 35-20 Skidmore. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Skidmore on a 13-0 run, breaking open a close game. Osipa can't get it to fall. It will be out of bounds, Thoroughbreds ball. 35-20. 2:39 to go here in the first half. McLaughlin up top. That's Amber Holgate. Gets her own rebound and puts it back in, and now it's 37-20. 15-0 run by Skidmore. A timeout by John Green. Again, this was a close game, 22-20. And all of a sudden, the Engineers just went ice cold on offense. And Skidmore now in the midst of a 15-0 run. Make it 37-20. This is the first of 2 games this afternoon. You'll be watching on RPI TV. Men's doubleheader coming up at 4 o'clock. And both these women's teams coming off wins last night. RPI defeated Union 61-56. to improve to 3-6 in the league, 5-13 overall. Skidmore defeated Bard 64-49. Makes the Thoroughbreds 7-11 overall, 2-7 in the league. RPI coming back down the other way. Lauren Young, Engineers desperately looking to break this scoring drought. Up top, that's Young. Tight, deep man-to-man defense here by the Thoroughbreds. That one no good by Osipa. And again, Botiba, again with another rebound. She's averaging 10.5 boards this season. And you can see why this afternoon. Under 2 minutes to play now in the first half. Skidmore with a 17-point lead. They're in the midst of a 15-0 run. It's Holgate. Warts looks at a three, won't take it. Shot clock at 6. Hop step off the backboard, no good. But Osipa loses it off her foot. And she took a step to try to start a fast break the other way. So Skidmore will keep the possession down on this left side. Sorry, right side as you're viewing it on your screen. Left side to us here. That's Flanagan. Back up top to McLaughlin. 1:30 to go. Skidmore 37, RPI 20. Here's Amber Holgate. Down low, Botiba. Tipped away by Sorter, but Botiba gets it back. Can't make the layup. Rebound's going to be a jump ball between Young and Holgate. Possession arrow favors Skidmore. Down to 1:18 to go now here in the first half. 37-20 Skidmore. Flanagan out, and back in is 22 Lindsay Davis for Skidmore. It's McLaughlin. Molly McLaughlin, the point guard, has done an excellent job here in the first half for the Thoroughbreds. They're leaving her open for a three. That one no good. It hit the support above the basket, so it'll be RPI. Ball coming the other way. Again, 37-20 Skidmore. Heading down to 1 minute to play here in the first half. And again, if you missed it early, the Engineers were within 22-20, and have not scored since. There's a pass thrown away, a little bit too high for Young. And Skidmore's defense has been the story here in the first half. They've really clamped down on the two top RPI scoring threats. Amanda Lynch and Ashley Clough. Down low, Botiba. She's worked that baseline effectively this afternoon. There's a touch foul on Sorter, but the Engineers are not in foul trouble, so it doesn't really harm them. It's just the fourth team foul of the first half. Down to 32.7 seconds left in the half. Skidmore going to take a timeout. Coach Darren Bennett. They're enjoying a 37-20 lead. Again, they're on a 15-0 run to close out the first half. As there you see our RPI coach John Green trying to regroup the troops. The defense has not been shaky for the Engineers. They've pretty much held the Thoroughbreds shooting percentage down. The problems have more been on the offensive side. The Engineers have just really not gotten in sync. Haven't really got much of a flow going. Haven't got the ball to their two leading scorers, Clough and Lynch, all that often. And they find themselves trailing by 17 as we get to the end of the first half. Here's Skidmore ball. It's going to be Warts to inbound. Out to McLaughlin. Warts looks at a three. Holgate will take a three, and that's long. Lynch inside gets the rebound. Shot clock is off. 23 seconds left. Ball stolen back by Warts. You know, the shot clocks are not working above the basket, and Amanda Lynch thought time was running out, and I think she tried to hurry too much, and that's how she lost control of that ball. Clough inside gets her own rebound and puts it back in. Ashley Clough, first bucket in a long time, and at least that ends the 17-0 run that Skidmore was in. Cuts the lead down to 17 as they head to the locker room. Skidmore with a commanding 39-22 lead here at the East Campus Arena in Troy. Again, you're watching this game on WRPI TV. The game will be archived later at rpitv.org. We're going to take a little bit of a break here and come back just before the second half. Hopefully go over some of the stats and get you set up for the last half of action. Again, here, before we take a break, just to remind you the score, Skidmore 39, RPI 22.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to recognize those women's basketball alumni who are in town this weekend for the annual alumni weekend. We ask if any of these players are here that they go down to center court to be recognized.
Oh, yeah.
Christy, International. Kristen Campbell. Liz Parker Hanover. Johanna Alexander Harmon. Jennifer Feely. Karen Allen Lynch. Lauren Moroni. Stephanie Pelletier York. Amy Marin Smith. Kelly Holland Silver. Sarah Wetton. Kate Schultz. Kelly Choppy Baker. Kristen Kaczynski Bauer. Alyssa Thomas. Melissa Jackman Flynn. Lauren Haynes. Jackie Ferrari Evans. Stephanie Maroney Higgins. Jennifer Parker Keys. Hillary McKinney. Sandy Hayes McNulty. Moira Sherry. Caitlin Mestel Tibbetts. Allison Pine. And Melissa Coppola. Alumni, welcome back to Rensselaer. Thank you for coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, please one more round of applause for our women's basketball alumni. Ladies and just a few minutes, we'll have some halftime stats for you. In the meantime, make sure you step out to the hallway where the concession stand is open for all your drink and snack needs.
Yeah. Like the new one? Yeah. Did you guys miss it?
on Watertown Street, the last Watertown house is obviously goes Pond Street. This is right on the corner.
Okay, yeah, we're in Alter.
How do you like it?
I like it. It's
I like
nice.
Watertown. We lived in New York.
Oh, okay.
We love it.
I'm a civil engineer. Or, no, I actually work outside the city. Oh. Well, my husband, he works, he's in investments. He works down the property. So he takes the bus. So that's great. I got the reverse commute out. He said, it's convenient. Bill, that's Bill.
I mean, it's not the one thing that Watertown's like not.
Yeah.
That's missing. But the culture's really nice.
And I have a son who's a senior who's suicidal. I'm still drunk. Like, spontaneous, like, beautiful things. Watertown.
We were living in high school in that area. And a couple of patrol cars came for a neighborhood. And that lasted for quite a while. Like, it's actually still good. I still have good feelings. Watertown police. I thought we were getting kind of happy. I actually realized, well, I know that it's a small.
That was something. Were you stuck in your house or did you already got that?
Yeah, no, we were just like, like getting ready to go to work. I'm like, I don't think you're going anywhere. He's like, oh, look at it. He stayed in his work clothes. Like, you kind of get back in your gears.
Well, the weird thing was that I was seriously,
Yeah.
still like couldn't sleep or anything. This was my mother. And, we live in Westwood, so we weren't.
Yeah.
I said, Mom, let's just have dinner. I said, Mom, what's going on? I want to I couldn't say whatever. 6 o'clock was like, get on it. So everybody did tell her to wait. She lives in Watertown. And so, so I'm like, all right. He's like, I'm going to go out already. They've done like 5 days. He's like, I'm going to go out with guys. And I said, that's not a different dinner. I don't know what's smart to make. So it's a drive, Sean's way in Watertown.
We could hear it. We heard it.
I called.
She married a Tim
I
too.
just did, and I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah. She married a Tim too.
They looked at us when we did this.
So I was saying,
Everybody in the restaurant just stopped. And I see both of them on the floor. Go to the floor. I'm watching. Alumni.
And some halftime stats for you. First for Skidmore with 6 points, Lindsay Davis. With 11 points, Angela Motiva, and leading scorer for Skidmore with 12 points, Molly McLaughlin. For your engineers, 3 players with 3 points, Courtney Reynolds, Michelle Reed, and
We're getting ready here to start the second half. First half, as you can see on your screen, Skidmore holding a 39-22 lead over the Engineers. And if you're just tuning in, this is a tight ball game, back and forth. It was 22-20 Skidmore when the Thoroughbreds went on a 17-0 run, and a really bad scoring drought for the Engineers. Ended only in the very last second of the first half on a bucket by Ashley Clough to make it 39-22. We're going to take a look at some of the first half stats, and you can look at some of the numbers, which explains how the Engineers dug this 17-point hole that they're in right now. The two things that really stick out on the stat sheet are rebounds. Skidmore is dominating there 26-15, and as a result, they're also dominating in shot attempts. The Thoroughbreds and the Engineers aren't all that far apart in shooting percentage. Skidmore hitting 40%, RPI 36%, but when you realize that the Thoroughbreds have taken 40 attempts on the afternoon and the Engineers just 25, you understand the picture of what's been going on, which is Skidmore dominating the boards, holding the Engineers to basically one shot every possession, and just using that size advantage to run up the lead here. In the first half for Skidmore, they were led by Molly McLaughlin, the point guard, who hit 4 3-pointers and finished the half with 12 on 4 of 7 shooting. Angela Botiba, the center inside, she scored 11 points on 5 of 10 shooting. She also pulled down a game-high 9 rebounds. Also notable here for the Thoroughbreds, Lindsay Davis had 6. Jordan Wartz and Amber Holgate had 4 apiece. And 2 points for Migle Villanete. Also notable, Wartz led the Thoroughbreds with 3 assists. For the Engineers, all their top 2 scorers, Clough and Lynch, very, very quiet in the first half. In fact, Amanda Lynch went 0 of 4 from the field, finished with no points. Ashley Clough hit the Engineers' first basket and their last basket, but that was it. She finished 2 of 5 in the half, just 4 points. And again, these two players came in, Clough averaging 16 points and Lynch just under 14. So averaging a combined 30 points a game, they are held to 4 in the first half. The leading scorer in the first half for the Engineers was Ziznia Osipa off the bench with 5 points, 2 of 5 shooting. That included 1 of 3 from the line. Other scorers for the Engineers, as we said, Ashley Clough had 4. With 3 points apiece, we have Natasha Johnson, Michelle Reed, and Courtney Reynolds. 2 apiece for Jackie Sorter and Lauren Young. Rebounds, Amanda Lynch led the ball club with 4 in the first half. And again, another stat that jumps out at you, turnovers. Engineers committed 11 in the first half, just 7 for Skidmore. So add it all up and you get Skidmore 39, RPI 22 as we begin the second half. Again, this is game 1 of a doubleheader between Skidmore and RPI. The men's game tipping off at 4 o'clock. Engineers head out onto the court. They will have the possession to start the second half. Same 5 starters. You see Kelly Petrowski, 34, to inbound the ball to start the half. She'll be feeding it to 11, Courtney Reynolds, starting guards. Also in the forecourt, 22, Jackie Sorter, 23, Amanda Lynch, and 42, Ashley Clough. And we're underway here. 39-22, Skidmore. Courtney Reynolds on the drive, aggressively, showing some aggressive play in the first possession here. It's probably what the Engineers need. The bucket cuts it to 15, 39-24. We get a call, and that's going to be on Petrowski. 39-24, just underway here in the second half. Out on the side, that's going to be Jordan Warts. She had just 4 points, but she did have a team-high 3 assists. Here's Angela Botiba. Now out to the corner, that's Davis. Inside fighting for it. Warts gets it in and puts it up, and it's 41-24. Skidmore. 19:18 to go here in the second half. That's Clough. Up to Reynolds. Petrowski backs it out. Clough with the 3, and that's no good. Amanda Lynch, she led the Engineers in rebounds in the first half, although she had a tough half shooting. Sorter misses badly on the 3. Warts is going to take it the other way. Tipped away by Sorter, but she'll get called for the foul. And the Engineers have picked up 2 fouls in the first minute and 10 of the second half. It stands in contrast to the first half when RPI was whistled for only 4 fouls. Molly McLaughlin setting up the offense for Skidmore. She hit 4 3-pointers in that first half. When she heated up, that's when the Skidmore Thoroughbreds really broke this game open. Botiba on the baseline, down low. That's Sherrill, and she's wide open and gets the bank shot to fall. 43-24, 19-point lead for Skidmore, matches its largest of the ball game. That's Lynch. Petrowski looking to drive on the smaller McLaughlin. Scoop shot goes. Kelly Petrowski, 43-26, Skidmore. That's McLaughlin. Botiba doesn't usually shoot the 3. She's going to try to drive instead. Gets it inside to Sherrill. And there's going to be a foul on Petrowski. 43-26 Skidmore. 17:52 to go here in the second half.
Engineer foul on number 34, Kelly Petrowski.
Ella Sherrill now at the line. (45-26), 19-point lead here for Skidmore. Matches their largest of the afternoon. They had it right at the end of the first half, 39-20. That's Reynolds, backs up, still foot on the 3-point line, can't get it to fall. Clough got the rebound, but had her foot on the baseline. And so it'll be Skidmore ball, a chance to bump this lead over the 20-point mark. Down low, that's Sherrill. Baseline tipped away. Nice play by Sorter. Blocked the feed to Botiba. Top McLaughlin, 45-26. Don't be surprised if you see Skidmore try to run a lot of clock on every possession down the second half with this big lead. Nice tip away by Lynch. Thought it might have gone off the leg of McLaughlin, but it'll stay Skidmore ball. But the shot clock now down to 4. Warts will look to inbound. There's a 3 by Davis. It's going to come up short, but she gets her own rebound. Sorter. It's whistled for the foul. And Davis will be at the line for 2. 45-26. And if you just joined us, it was 22-20 Skidmore with 7 minutes to go in the first half. And RPI went ice cold. Didn't score another bucket until just a second before the half. By that time, Skidmore had run off 17 straight points and really opened up this ball game. Now they hold a 20-point lead with 17 minutes to play. 46-26 Skidmore. There's Amanda Lynch on the right side. Clough off. There's Petrowski. Van Gilst is now in the ball game, 55. Amanda Lynch foul before the play. Lynch has been trying to establish position there on that inside block in the paint all afternoon, to no avail so far. She had a tough first half offensively. No points, 0 of 4 shooting. 46-26 Skidmore, 16:43 to play. Here's Reynolds, guarded by Holgate. Inside, Lynch. They're trying to feed Lynch, and that foul's on Warts. It's the team's second. The ball hits the glass, or rather the underneath of the glass, and Skidmore's going to come up with a loose ball. That's Amber Holgate off to Jordan Warts. 46-26, 16 and a half to go in the ball game. Amber Holgate trying to got the baseline blocked by Lynch, and now Clough comes up with the rebound, and Reynolds will take it the other way. Here's Clough. Reynolds looks at a three, won't take it, tries to scoop shot underneath and gets it to roll. Courtney Reynolds with the bucket, makes it 46-28. Seven points in the afternoon for Reynolds. She leads the Engineers right now. That's Botiba. It's one of the longest shots she's taken all afternoon. Most of her shots have come from the baseline, right in front of the hoop. Bucket by Petrowski cuts it down to 46-30. Holgate has been trying a lot of threes, hasn't found the range. Now here's Lynch all the way on a fast break, and she gets it to fall. And Amanda Lynch, her first bucket of the afternoon. First field goal of the afternoon. Came just moments ago. That will give her 5. Cuts the lead down to 46-32. And Skidmore really winning the boards this afternoon. 31 rebounds for Skidmore, 20 for RPI. That's been a big factor here. Field goal percentage, both teams hovering just a little under or just above 40% all afternoon. But turnovers and rebounds have really gone Skidmore's way. This is Warts out on the wing. McLaughlin. Villanete. Nice block, a hand on the ball. I think that was Osipa. Might have been Lynch. .13 on the shot clock. Warts having trouble getting it in. Botiba now on the baseline. Clough right there, but Botiba gets it to fall. She has 13 on the afternoon, and it's back up to a 16-point lead, 48-32. Inside Lynch, scoop shot. It's foul called before the shot. Lynch was hoping for a shot at a three-point play there. Instead, it'll be RPI ball on the baseline. Yes, I am. Yeah. Down low, Osipa. Sort of a jump hook, doesn't quite fall. Skidmore coming back the other way, 48-32, down to the 14-minute mark here in the second half. It's McLaughlin. Botiba down on the baseline. Warts passes up an open three. Davis won't. She'll take it and hits. Lindsay Davis now with 10 points in the afternoon, 51-32. We're going to have a timeout now, 13:42 to go in the half. 51-32 Skidmore. Again, if you missed the first half, this was a tight ball game, 22-20 Skidmore, with 7 minutes to play in the first half, and RPI just went stone cold on offense. Skidmore ran off 17 straight points and led 39-22 at the half. Second half has been much more competitive. It's been back and forth, but it's an awful big hole for RPI to try to get out of. And statistically, the two things that jump out at you, turnovers and rebounds, favoring Skidmore, and that's translated into the Thoroughbreds getting far more field goal attempts on the afternoon than the Engineers. For example, right now, Skidmore has, at this point, has taken 51 shots, and RPI just 35. Even though the two teams are almost even in shooting percentage, both right around the 40% mark. The fact that Skidmore has had 16 more attempts, you know, underscores how they've been able to build this large advantage. And we're back now from the timeout again, 51-32. Skidmore, I realize what you're seeing on the top of your screen says 48-32, but it is 51-32. Closing in on 13 and a half here to go in the second half. Osipa will try a three, and she's got it. Osipa's been one of the bright spots. Osipa, rather, has been one of the bright spots of the half of the ball game. Off the bench now for the Engineers. She now has 8 points. She led them at the half with 5. That's her first points of the second half. Down low, Villanete. It's tied up, but there's going to be a foul call. .52-35, Villanete hitting the first shot. And back out to an 18-point lead here for the Thoroughbreds. 13 minutes to go in the second half. Clough back out top to Lynch. Osipa. Right corner, Osipa. She just made a three from there. Drives inside. Layup won't fall. Villanete had the ball but landed on the baseline, so it'll be RPI ball with a fresh shot clock. 53-35, 12:38 to go here in the second half. That's Clough down low to Van Gilst. Left-handed shot won't fall, but the foul called, so she'll go to the line.
Skidmore foul on 14, Villanete. Second.
Ella Sherrill, 23, back in the front court for Skidmore. Left-handed shot won't fall, but Clough gets the rebound. Now Van Gilst will try a three, and she hits that. 53-38. RPI now trying to pick up with a full-court press. Down by 15 with just 12 minutes to play. Now they back off. That's Sherrill. There's Botiba. It's a little bit outside of her range. Again, Skidmore very patient on offense here in the second half. They have this big lead. They're just going to try to run off as much clock. There's a nice move by Molly McLaughlin. Her first 2-point field goal of the afternoon. She hit 4. If you missed the first half, she hit 4 3-pointers Very critical in the surge. The 17-0 surge for Skidmore. Ball is going to be off of Sherrill. It'll be RPI ball. McLaughlin now 14 points on the afternoon. That includes 4 of 7 from three-point range. Shot inside. Clough gets it off the backboard and in. It's 55-40, 11.5 to go here in the second half. Full court press. Again, the Engineers trying to force some turnovers, cut down this lead. Now they'll back away as McLaughlin brings it up. Sherrill looks at a three. Might have dragged a foot there. Didn't get called for it. Davis has had the range on those three-pointers this afternoon, but that one came up a bit short. And Clough will bring it back the other way. That's Reed on the right wing. Out to Lynch. Scoop shot just can't go. Rebound to Sherrill, or rather Davis. 55-40. Now under 11 minutes to go here in the second half. That's Davis. That's Sherrill in the right corner. McLaughlin. Shot clock now down at 11. Botiba on the block, looking to drive on Clough. Gets underneath and gets it to fall, making it 57-40 Skidmore. Angela Botiba now. Take a look at some stats here. She now has 15 points on the afternoon. That tops the Thoroughbreds. Also Molly McLaughlin with 14 and Lindsay Davis with 10. Jordan Wartz has been active, but has only 3 of 9 shooting, so she's just got 6 points. However, she does lead the Thoroughbreds with 4 assists. Botiba leading the team with 9 rebounds. Take a look at RPI real quickly here during the timeout. Osipa, the leading scorer with 8 points. Reynolds with 7. Again, the 2 leading scorers have really been held down so far. Clough 6 points, Lynch 5 points on the afternoon. Assist, Clough has 3 to lead the Engineers. Rebounds, Lynch with 7. Again, 57-40 Skidmore, 10.5 minutes to go in the second half. Coming to you from East Campus Arena in Troy. The first of a doubleheader this afternoon. Skidmore men taking on RPI at 4 o'clock. RPI a little more competitive in the rebounds here in the second half. In fact, they've 9 apiece so far for each ball club. First half, Skidmore out-rebounded RPI 26-15, which is in part how they build this huge lead. That's Clough. Shot clock down at 5. She'll take a 17-footer and miss badly. Osipa with a nice save. Bounces off McLaughlin. Now the Engineers will get the ball back, but the shot clock is at 1 second. It'll have to be a catch and shoot. And Clough, completely unaware of the shot clock, did not know that they only had 1 second. And it's a shot clock violation, Skidmore ball. Again, RPI showing a little full court press, but as soon as Thoroughbreds make a first pass or two, the Engineers back off into half-court defense. This is Sherrill. Amber Holgate. She'll take a 3, and that's long. She's not been shy about taking that three-pointer, but she hasn't found the range all afternoon. In fact, that makes her Holgate 0 for 6 on three-point attempts today. It's Lauren Young bringing it down. Clough. Oh, nice steal by Holgate. Saw that pass coming from Clough as she tried to feed Lynch and picked it off. Now in the left corner, that is McLaughlin back up top. She now has it on the right wing. Davis. Sherrill. Again, very patient Skidmore offense here in the second half. Coach Darren Bennett has obviously told the club to just take your time and run through a lot of the sets before taking a shot. They got a 17-point lead and they're in no hurry. Amber Lynch spins but just can't get the ball to fall. 57-40 Skidmore. 8:40 to go here in the second half. If this score holds, these two teams will be tied in the Liberty League, both at 3 and 7. They would be tied for 6th place. And if you're a fan of the league, you're aware that only the top 4 teams make it to the conference tournament, postseason tournament. So to have a shot at the NCAAs, you have to finish in the top 4. Right now, RPI comes in 6th, Skidmore 7th. They are chasing Rochester Institute of Technology, RIT, which right now sits 5 and 2. Been stuck here on 57-40 for a while. This is Young. Van Gils. And she hits it. Van Gils with her second outside shot of the second half. Hit a three-pointer a few minutes ago. Cuts the lead to 15, 57-42. Down low, Villanete gets the bank shot to fall over Lynch, or rather Clough. 59-42 Skidmore. Long three for Clough, and she gets that one to fall. Clough now with 9 points on the afternoon. Here's McLaughlin, and tied up, it looked, by Osipa, but she's going to get called for the body foul there, not the reach in. The referee saying that she kind of forced McLaughlin out with her hip, and so McLaughlin will go to the line for 2 free throws. Osipa still talking to her coach, thinks that she got all ball, but that's not what she was whistled for. McLaughlin hits the first one, gives her 15. And now we're going to have a timeout. 60-45 RPI trails. 7:27 to go here in the second half. Again, to recap some of the scoring for Skidmore. Angela Botiba and Molly McLaughlin, 15 points apiece. Lindsay Davis, 10. And Jordan Warts also with 6. Rebounds, Botiba leads the club with 10. Warts leads with assist with 4. Take a look at RPI. Clough leading the Engineers with 9 points, Osipa with 8, and Reynolds with 7. Lynch, the leading rebounder right now, with 7. And assist is also Clough with 4. And the Engineers came into this ball game 5 and 13 overall, 3 and 6 in the Liberty League. The Thoroughbreds 7-11 overall. 2 wins, 7 losses in Liberty League play. This is the second time the two teams have faced each other. 2 weeks ago they played in Saratoga Springs. Skidmore emerged there with a 60-51 win. McLaughlin will have one more free throw as we come back from the timeout. 7:27 to play. Skidmore now up by 16. McLaughlin with a game-high 16 points. Skidmore just looking to milk the clock every time they come down. Here's Clough's going to try a 3. It's off the left side of the rim. Holgate with the rebound in traffic. Loses the ball for at half court, but regains it now left corner. That's Sherrell's going to try a 3, and she hits it. And it's back out to a 19-point lead here for the Engineers. Or rather 18, they called that a 2. 18-point lead for the Thoroughbreds, excuse me. 63-45, Skidmore. 6:46 to go. Lauren Young bringing it up. Top of the key, that's Clough. Van Gils. Young directing traffic. Shot clock at 15, still plenty of time. Clough misses a three-pointer badly. Osipa inside, hustles for the rebound. Can't get it to fall. Holgate, oh! Holgate throwing elbows and caught someone with her hand. Kind of wildly swinging elbows and caught Osipa right in the lip. Now touching her hand to her mouth, looking to see if there's any blood. Holgate was really just out of control there. She had the rebound and she was getting harassed by the engineers, but she started wildly throwing elbows and caught Osipa right across the lip. And in some ways, she's a little fortunate that the refs don't call that either a technical or an intentional foul. That ball's kicked by Holgate. And Gils looks at a three. Van Gils from the right corner hits it. And Van Gils has had a nice afternoon off the bench. She is 2 for 2 with three-pointers, now 8 points on the afternoon. Cuts the lead down to 15, 63-48. We got a little discrepancy. It looked like she was clearly behind the three-point line. The official scoreboard has RPI at 47 rather than 48. And so she was, the scoreboard shows them with 47, so I guess they credited her with a 2, although it looked like she was clearly well behind the three-point line. Sarda at the line, hits the first. Just her third point of the afternoon. And she hits them both to cut it to 14, 63-49. 5:37 to go. And RPI shows press, but then backs off quickly as Wartz will bring it across the half-court line. Looks as though, now you'll see it says 63-49. The official scorer must have reviewed that Van Gils three-pointer and added the point there. So it's a 14-point Skidmore lead, 63-49. Coming in on 5:10 to go here in the second half. Outside, that's Young. Lynch, top of the key. She would like to drive when she gets the ball up that high. Osipa airballs a three-pointer. Out of bounds, it'll be Skidmore ball. 63-49. Engineers within 14. Again, they were down 17 at the half. Lead got stretched out to 20 at one point. RPI has closed it back down to 14. A foul on Lynch is going to create a 1-and-1 situation here for Villanete. Sorry for that. Stumbling over that. Migle Villanete is a 6'1" freshman out of Lithuania. Comes in averaging about 4.5 per game. Now RPI running back the other way. That's Osipa. Pass goes through the lane. Clough retrieves it. Now back down to Lynch, looking to drive. Right-hand scoop shot falls, and the lead is down to 12. 63-51. Villanete loses possession. Lost her footing, but very quickly Darren Bennett got the timeout call before Villanete was whistled for the travel, so it'll be timeout Skidmore. The lead down to 12, 63-51. This is the closest that the Engineers have been the entire second half. Again, if you missed the first half, it was back and forth early. It was 22-20 when Skidmore went on a 17-0 run to just about close out the last 7 minutes of the first half. RPI did hit a last-second bucket at the end of the half that made it 39-22. More or less, it's been back and forth the entire second half. The lead got out to 20 at one point. RPI with some really solid support from bench players, Van Gilst and Osipa. Able to cut the lead down to 12 now, 63-51. Skidmore ball, that's Botiba. She'll look to get it to the point guard McLaughlin, but with Young right on her, she'll have to give it off to Warts, who brings it across. Just under 4.5 to play here in the second half. Lynch goes for the steal, can't come up with it. That's Warts outside. That ball's off. Clough gets the rebound. Running down the other way is Young, looking to drive all the way, can't get it to fall. Holgate gets the rebound off to Warts, tipped away, but RPI will retain possession. 63-51, Skidmore. 4:03 to go here in the second half. She gets it into Botiba. Now that's Holgate. And the RPI press will back away as McLaughlin brings it across. We've got a timeout by the official. Not quite sure what was going on there, but the official needed to call the timeout there just to halt play. So it'll be Skidmore ball, 15 now on the shot clock. Warts way outside near the half-court line. Shot clock down to 6. Down to 3. It's Keller, no good, but Botiba there for the rebound, and she's hacked by Sorter. Again, Angela Botiba dominating inside. She came into this ball game averaging 10.5 rebounds, which put her third in the Liberty League, and that was her 11th on the afternoon. She's got 15 points and 11 rebounds. She's 1 of 1 on the line at the line so far today. Make that 2 of 2 as she stretches the lead back to 13. Courtney Reynolds back in for Osipa. She misses the second one, and it stays a 13-point lead. Clough off to Lynch. Down low, Sorter's going to try to drive, but gets tied up by Botiba and gets whistled for a travel. The Engineers got it down to 12, but now in a couple of possessions haven't been able to get any closer. Sorter called for the travel there. And again, you'll see, again, every time Skidmore is bringing it down, they're taking the ball way out on the perimeter and just running a lot of clock. Not really going into an offense till about 15 on the shot clock. And Holgate took that shot with 11 on the shot clock, missed it. There's a fight for the ball. A lot of physical play underneath. A lot of frustration, I think, you see on that play. RPI not able to control the ball. They're down by 13. Fortunately for the Engineers, not called for a foul there. It'd just be out of bounds. Possession arrow to Skidmore. That's Warts. And looking to drive it. That right there was one of the first times in the second half that Skidmore has attempted a shot when the shot clock is still above 20 seconds. They had this 17-point lead at the half, and almost every possession here in the second half, they've just tried to wind the clock down, run about 15 seconds off, and then go into their offense so that they're eating up a lot of clock with every possession. And that right now they hold a 14-point lead as we're under the 3-minute mark in the second half. Wartz makes them both, and now she has 9 points in the afternoon, 66-51 Skidmore. Here's Lynch. Hasn't been able to get that shot to fall all day. McLaughlin feeds down low to Holgate. Jump stop. No call on the travel. Lynch coming down the other way, trying to go one-on-one with Botiva. Thinks better of it, pulls up short. A little collision there between Holgate and Young, and it'll be RPI ball. 66-51 Skidmore, 2.5 minutes to go in the ball game. It's a 17-point deficit for the Engineers at the half. It ballooned out to 20. They got it back close as 12, but no closer than that. They had a couple of possessions where they could have cut it to 11 or 10 and couldn't do it. Jordan Watts getting called for the charge there. Courtney Reynolds getting positioned to draw the foul. Fourth foul. Long three for Reynolds. Air ball comes up though. That is rebounded by Dunbar. Casey Dunbar into the ball game. In the right place at the right time. Picked off that air ball, put it back in, cut the lead to 13. But now we're down to 2 minutes to go. McLaughlin on a breakaway. Misses it, but Lynch is called for the foul. Molly McLaughlin, point guard for Skidmore. She's a 5'5" junior out of Westwood, Massachusetts, and she had a key role in that first half. Early on, she missed her first 2 3-pointers of the day, missed them badly as the game was going back and forth, but all of a sudden she heated up and she hit 4 consecutive threes. This was in the midst of a 17-0 run by Skidmore, which basically is the story of the afternoon. RPI has tried to fight back here in the second half, but that 17-0 run and the final 7 minutes of the first half looks like it's going to prove to be the difference here this afternoon. We can catch you up on the leading scorers here. McLaughlin with 16 and Botiva with 16 for Skidmore. Davis with 10. Wartz has 8. Botiva with 12 rebounds. Wartz leads the ball club with 4 assists. RPI still no one in double digits right now. Clough leading with 9. Osipa with 8. Lynch leads the ball club with 7 rebounds. Clough leads with 4 assists. 2 minutes to go. Skidmore 66, RPI 53. If this holds, both teams will be 3-7 in the Liberty League. That means they'll be tied for 6th place, trying to get to that number 4 spot, which puts you in the postseason tournament. The Thoroughbreds will go to 8-11 overall. The Engineers will fall to 5-14. 2 free throws for McLaughlin, who's had an outstanding afternoon. She's now the leading scorer on the day with 18. 68-53 Skidmore. They're just going to look to run some clock here. RPI still not giving up. Trying to play pressure defense, force a turnover. Down to 133. And a timeout by Coach Bennett. Skidmore. Shot clock down to 9. Hey, give the Engineers credit. They're down by 15. We've only got a minute and a half to play. But they're really playing scrappy defense, chasing every possession. They just never were able to make a dent in the second half. The closest they got was 12. They had a couple of possessions one time down 12, another time down 13, where conceivably a three-pointer would have got it down to 10, maybe even 9 at one point. They came up empty. Skidmore back down the other way. Were able to hit a couple of baskets, extend the lead back out to 17, and it's just been trading baskets back and forth since then. 68-53 Skidmore. A minute and 30 to go in the ball game. Again, this is the first of a doubleheader. The men's game coming up at 4 o'clock. Skidmore and RPI. Nine on the shot clock. As Warts looks to inbound, that's McLaughlin. Leading scorer in the ballgame with 18. Does she have 20? She does. Molly McLaughlin kind of capping off this afternoon with that 15-footer. She now has 20, a game-high 20. And Skidmore up by 17, 70-53. Dunbar with a three that won't fall. Skidmore with all of its starters still in the ball game. Primarily starters. Holgate is in there. She came off the bench. Here's inside to Botiva, puts it in. Now a 19-point lead, 72-53. We're under a minute to play. Casey Dunbar will try a three. In and out. McLaughlin with the rebound. 45 seconds to go. And there's a steal. Feed over to Lynch, puts up the right-handed bank shot and gets it to fall. 72-55. We got a timeout. Just 38 seconds to go. Perhaps we'll see some more of the bench players come in. Maybe just a timeout for Coach John Green to say good effort. Maybe to say don't bother fouling in the last 38 seconds. This game is all over but the shouting. Again, 72-55 Skidmore, just 38 seconds to play. Engineers and Skidmore has led the entire way. The ball game was tied early, 5-5 and 8-8. Back and forth early. It was a 22-20 lead for Skidmore with 7 minutes to play. And RPI didn't score another point for the next 6:59. Skidmore scored 17 straight. Went into the locker room with a 17-point lead. And the second half has just more or less been a trade-off of baskets. Lynch can't get that one to fall. Now down to 20 seconds to go. And Skidmore just looking to kill the clock now. Under 10, 72-55. And they get a foul call. Again, RPI will fall to 5-14 on the year. 3-7 in the Liberty League. They will now be tied with Skidmore for 6th in the league. Skidmore improves to 8-11 overall. 3-7 in the league. Skidmore also sweeps the season series between these two schools. Down to 5 seconds left. Clough with a three-pointer won't fall. And that's your ball game. Final score here in the women's game, the opener of this doubleheader. Skidmore 73, RPI 55. RPI TV will be bringing you the second game, the men's doubleheader, which is set to get underway at 4 o'clock. Real quickly on the recap, McLaughlin leads Skidmore with 20 points. That includes 4 three-pointers. Botiva with 18 points. Davis with 10. On the other side, RPI had a tough afternoon shooting the ball. Had no player with double digits. They were led on the afternoon by Ashley Clough with 9 and Amanda Lynch with 9. So again, your final score: Skidmore 73, Rensselaer 55. That'll do it for the women's game. Again, join us for the second half of this doubleheader, the men's game. Skidmore and RPI coming up at 4 o'clock.